yesterday on the TV. It was really, 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 really interesting.
How's it?
Hello.
It's a P-Dog.
It's me.
A P-Dog in the morning.
How's it?
If we were 1990s disc jockeys.
Yeah. Shock jockeys.
Russie and P-Dog in the morning.
Yeah. just fart audios and,
Welcome to the video store. Thank you for wandering into our lovely video store. We've got ourselves a Perrin P-Dog fish.
What's up?
Who is a jack of all trades, a master of all trades in the film industry. My name is Russell. I am the owner of the Bioscope, which is an independent cinema here in Johannesburg. And would you look at that, the first customer of the day.
Hey guys.
It's
Hello.
a Sean Drummond.
Whoa, hi there.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
It's so nice to have you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been when was the last time we even hung out?
I want to say like this time last year, I think.
Okay.
When I popped, I came through Joburg for 2 minutes and then we had a coffee.
I remember having a drink in the depths of a Durban Film Festival after party with you once.
God, that could have been any time in the last 15 years, to be honest. It's all a blur.
But yeah, you are a writer.
Predominantly a writer at the moment, a producer as a side, a producer by necessity to serve the writing first, I think.
Okay. So you wake up every day
Inspired to create art.
Do you wish you maybe had a typewriter that you could type on?
I have two typewriters, in
Okay.
fact, and I occasionally dabble in typing. They're the sort of typewriters that really make you work because you've got to bang the keys to get any meaningful kind of.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you write better on the typewriter, or is it?
Well, you have to think about every letter, so it definitely makes you more intentional. Yeah, I'm actually always so impressed by the era when writers would type everything furiously and deliver them, and they'd be printed and copied because you had to be so intentional.
Yeah, and you have to be the like the aliens in the movie Arrival, where you kind of know the beginning and the end at the same time, so that you can write this whole thing out.
Yeah, that era, quote unquote golden age of the Hollywood writer, when they would be locked in a room and there'd be 30 of them just furiously like what's the Coen brothers film?
Oh, Barton Fink.
Barton Fink. Yeah.
What brings you to Joburg?
So my partner Amy Jafta is doing a show at the Market Theatre. She's written and directed a play called A Good House. So
cool.
I'll do a little plug for that.
No, we wanted to do. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah. So she wrote the play, and it actually debuted in London last year at the Royal Court Theatre.
Oh, cool.
And then played the Bristol Old Vic, and it sort of blew the lights out there. But it's a very South African play. It's a social satire. It's about
The Good House.
a good house.
A Good House.
It's about a Joburg style gated community.
Oh, cool.
Familiar with those?
Familiar. And a black couple moves into a traditionally white neighborhood, and when a shack goes up on the sort of the fringes of this safe, contained neighborhood, the white neighbors sort of approach the black couple to deal with the problem, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which sounds quite black and white, but pardon the pun, but the show's actually really nuanced, and it doesn't
When is it set?
It's set now.
Oh, lovely.
And it's a very much a contemporary South African exploration of so many things, from obviously race dynamics, social mobility, gated communities, like how we project the image we project of ourselves to ourselves and towards others. And she's got a great cast in it, and it's a really meaty, funny, and very kind of subtle play where nobody's an outright victim, nobody's an outright villain, and
nice.
And hopefully audiences are really going to love it as much as
When does it start?
So it starts on this Thursday, actually, the 6th of August,
Okay.
depending when this goes out.
No, it'll be this week.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
So and then what's interesting about plays is, and maybe this is the same, is that you set it up and you rehearse, and the director is often, obviously very much in the weeds as this thing gets created. But once the play goes up, often these directors leave.
They
They go on with their life. which I think is such a strange thing to do, but it makes sense.
It's been so immersive. So I am up here because I'm also writing a series set in Joburg, which we can talk a little bit about. But
Okay,
I'm
cool.
effectively here as a house husband and dog dad, holding the fort down while she's out 6 days a week doing these long days in the rehearsal room. But sure, when the show opens on Thursday, there'll be 3 or 4 performances, and then we go to the bush for a little bit, and then we go back to Cape Town, and the show carries on the run, and the actors really it becomes the actors' show from that point.
Because you could appreciate this. The main mediums, TV, film, and stage, all lend themselves to be a medium more for one over the other. So like a TV show is a writer's medium because it's really all about the writers. Actors come and go. You hear about those dress rehearsal, especially like think of that like sitcom.
Yeah.
When they do the dress, it's all about the writers. Like think Saturday Night Live. They rewrite then and there in the moment. They all huddle like a team and then get Joey or Chandler to say something different.
Yeah. Look, I do have some thoughts about that. Which
So
we
hear
can
my
come to.
pitch
but-
and then tell me. Film is very much a director's medium. You have actors saying, I don't even know what movie I'm in. I'm going to wait to see the final product. And then, obviously, the most obvious is the stage is the actor's medium, where it's up to you.
Yeah.
You've got an itchy nose, you're going to write that into your performance.
Yeah.
If you've got a hoarse voice, that changes your night.
It's
And
true.
so it's
yeah.
all about you and whether or not you remember all your lines and how your performance changes and grows. So that's very interesting.
It is. I love actually. I sort of spent my whole youth in the theater, in the time where I thought I might become an actor, and I love the immediacy of theater, and I love the fact that you go on a journey, be it an hour, 2 hours, 3 acts, 5-hour epic, but you go on that journey in real time from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And if you fuck something up, or if you forget a line, or you go off on a tangent, or if you're just inspired to drop a piece of madness into the mix, that experience exists in that one contained performance and will never ever be recreated.
Organic.
And there's
I can tell you-
so beautiful about that.
I can
That's
tell you right
organic.
now, at Bryanston High School's performance of Macbeth, the people on the Thursday night, or whatever night it was, didn't know that Macduff had fled to Scotland because I never came on stage to tell them. But you came the other day to the invite.
Yeah, we came to
I'd
watch
love
the
to
invite
just talk
here.
about the invite quick.
it's so
Because
good.
It's fantastic.
the
Loved it.
people behind it have encouraged the podcast to run a campaign, which we
cool.
have, which has been lovely.
Yeah.
And this is us talking about the invite. What did you think?
I loved it, actually. It was.
It felt a bit like a play. Speaking of plays,
did feel like a play. I actually wondered if it had been a play
I think
or
it
if
is,
it
yeah.
had it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was originally a play, and then it's been adapted into many different movies across many different languages. And this is, I think, the first crack at the English language film adaptation of it.
Nice. Yeah, it felt playing even in that way that every character sort of had their monologue moment. And
Yeah.
no, it was really it was a beautiful antidote to the sort of wham bam-ness of modern cinema times that we're in, where the sort of like, again, quote unquote conventional wisdom is that bigger is better. And this is a film I've gotten so much. I've always been a film guy, but I found myself watching so many more films now than TV shows. I actually couldn't even tell you the last show that I watched. And I'm trying to get to cinema as much as possible to watch films as much as spectacles. I mean, The Odyssey is a spectacle. Spiderman will be a spectacle. I'll watch those. But to get into cinema and watch something like The Invite is so satisfying as an
Yeah.
experience. Yeah, and I thought the performances were great and the writing's great, and Olivia Wilde's like a solid director. I didn't hate Don't Worry Darling, I think, as much as most people did.
Okay,
It's sort
I've
of-
yet to see it.
Oh, really? It kind of like, I think it lost its handle on itself, maybe?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
bit
I
of a
know
mess.
something happened around it as well that screwed up its marketing.
I think it was just too. I think she bit off too much. Like it was too much for her at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Booksmart was great. I love Booksmart, but like this is such a great return to form for her. Do you know what I loved about it as well? Is it's a movie like after, because me and Russell saw it, we had the pleasure to see it before it was actually released, and we were talking about how like yes, there's a lot of talking. Like people are just talking all over each other. And what I loved about it is there's so much talking, there's so much dialogue, which is a very audible. Like it's a listening thing, right? But none of the characters are listening to each other in the whole movie. Like everyone is not necessarily miscommunicating, but they just aren't listening to each other's needs and wants, which I loved about it. And that's like the crux of it, essentially. you know?
It felt very honest too.
Yeah, it was great,
It was sort of unflinchingly honest about a relationship or the breakdown of a relationship.
Yeah.
Or the hope for a relationship. And I love that it's sort of, it's one of those ones where and this I can't switch off the writer in me, but often I'm watching films going, oh, just make the right choice here. Don't make the wrong choice. You almost just, when a film's that good, you're almost just waiting for it to make the wrong choice at some point.
For sure.
And it's really satisfying when it carries all the way to the end, and that final image is just like, yes, that's a beautifully satisfying.
It also confirms your instincts are right.
Sometimes, I mean, look, I will happily acknowledge that I have what's the word? I'm not going to say bad taste because I think my taste is good, but I have often very different choices to the
norm. Yeah.
We got to watch it, as Perrin said earlier, with these exhibitor screenings, which are a treat and lovely. But often the problem is sometimes it's just the two of us. Or it could be like there's one or two Ster-Kinnickle folk behind us or one or two New Metro people. What was it like being in a full house? Because I know that you came to a full house screening of the
It was full. We learned a lesson about the bioscope is that you get in the line at the beginning because otherwise, one, you may not be sitting together because people are very good at bunching and not very good at accommodating, and you will be sitting right in the front row. So we were right in the front row and we had a great time.
Okay.
And it was nice because people are laughing and reacting, and it's not a laugh out loud all the way through kind of movie.
It's a niggly laugh.
It's painfully funny inside.
Where she's like, we've got wine. We've got wine. And you like, you start laughing.
My favorite was when she's so proud of serving jamon for her, and she's like, I'm a vegetarian. And she's also like, that's not really jamon.
That's not jamon.
Yeah.
Two lovely little facts about the movie. The one is that it very unconventionally shot in real time.
Oh, really?
So they shot the story linearly.
Oh,
whatever
that's
the word
great.
is, in a from a start to finish of the script. So that typically doesn't happen in a film.
Yeah.
You can sometimes, like famously, Bohemian Rhapsody, the first thing they ever shot was the Wembley stuff because I think they needed the time on the CGI and also some proof of concept.
Yeah.
But,
films are very good at shooting the end first. I'll tell you, we did the same thing in Five Fingers, actually. We shot the final showdown on day one of all of our lead actors' parts, like the end of this wrought journey that they've been on day one. We were like,
what was your decision for that?
Just scheduling.
Okay.
Just schedule the constraints of
That's
schedule.
tough for actors, eh?
So tough.
You
It's
have
very
to
hard
get into
because-
different mindsets all over the place.
Yeah, there was some
crazy.
I forget who it was. I think Independence Day. They also did that end in the beginning, but one of the actors said something along the lines of like, I have to longingly look at this person like we've gone on this epic adventure.
And I've just met them.
When we haven't.
Yeah.
Acting.
Good old acting.
Yeah.
So this changed a little bit of the juju of the set in the fact that even the grips and the people involved all were so invested in the story because they were doing it in time, in a linear fashion, and also so much so that some of these monologues that you're talking about, one or two of them got worked then and there.
Yeah, okay.
And apparently Edward Norton said, I'm gonna work on mine. I'm gonna give you my backstory, which is the reveal of his character.
That's great.
And Olivia Wilde, the director, didn't know what he was planning, and so their reactions are real when he gives the backstory of Hawk.
Oh wow! I love that. I feel like with Edward Norton, you just let him go and roll the dice, but you also make it something very strange.
Yeah. I rewatched not too long ago because my partner hadn't seen Primal Fear, and Edward Norton is just a force of fucking nature in that movie.
Really?
It's crazy because that's the one role that Matt Damon says he wish he got because he auditioned for it, but all these top like up and coming actors auditioned for it, and they all lost to Edward Norton. And when they watched the movie, they're like, "Yep, that's why he got it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yep.
Interesting. So yeah, Invite. We're still screening it.
Good.
I think it's a perfect Bioscope movie.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And there's been a lovely campaign. It's in many ways still open for you to leave a comment on who you would want to invite for dinner, with the hopes that things might get a bit raunchy. And so we've gotten some very interesting responses over on Instagram. We should talk a little bit later about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spiderman.
Spiderman, Mr. Spiderman. And we're going to probably bring it up in our Hey Did You Guys Sees? But
Yeah, it's definitely.
it's obviously the big
It's in
movie
all of us.
it's the big movie of the weekend.
Yeah.
There's no question. I've got some interesting stats and facts, but we'll talk about it. You haven't had a chance to see it yet,
I
have
haven't.
Sean?
No, we almost went to watch it last night, but we didn't get to it.
Okay.
I did learn a very interesting stat about it though last week, which
you can kick off with Hey Did You Guys See? And then say the stat.
Okay. I mean, hey, did you guys see? I don't know if you would have seen it, but I was having lunch on Friday with one of South Africa's top distributors, and by Friday midday, Spider-Man had already earned 15 million rand in the South African box office.
Well, at the premiere, which I went to on Tuesday with Gad, a number similar to that, even a little bit higher, was revealed to me as their pre-sales for the weekend.
That is insane.
Which
but
is
amazing.
insane. But I'd love to, at some point, maybe not right now, but a little bit later, get into why we think this one actually did so well. Because there are other Spider-Man ones as Tom Holland. It's not like this is his new first venture as Spider-Man. But I think it's interesting to understand why it did as well as it did.
Yeah.
To me, this feels a little bit like a Zootopia 2 moment where you're like, are these movies like exceptionally great or was it timing?
Yeah.
So we'll get into it. But let's do a little bit of Hey Did You Guys See? Hey, did you guys see? We just had the biggest collective weekend in US box office history.
Really?
So this is when everything is combined. Spider-Man made what was projected to be about 355
Jesus Christ.
million. Endgame was only 2 million more.
Okay.
The actuals are kind of going to
That's
come in
nuts.
now, and it might actually beat Endgame. So this is just specifically in the US.
Yeah.
And when you add the fact that Odyssey still made as much as 51 million in its third weekend, collectively, it undoubtedly breaks the record.
Yeah, do you know what's crazy about that is that this Spider-Man, I'd say, is the smallest not the smallest in scale, but its scale is significantly smaller than the end games in Infinity Wars and stuff like that, right? It feels more intimate.
Yeah.
Yet it's only 2 million behind Endgame, which is crazy because like it also shows that Spider-Man, I think, is one of the biggest guaranteed box office hits for Marvel just because it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, and when Marvel started making adaptations, there is a reason why Spider-Man was the one that went out the gate first with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Worldwide, it's nearing on 1 billion. So it's
Already.
927 million.
Yeah.
Week one.
It's opening.
In its opening weekend.
Wow.
In
Yeah.
3 days.
Wow.
Opening day was the second highest. It's the opening day domestic record broken in America was $168 million.
Yeah.
That's
Opening day, that's fucking crazy. The preview screenings were around 78 million, which is insane.
Yeah.
Like
We were at
holy
one
shit.
of these distributors. I wonder whether it was a very similar one to the distributor you were at. But I learned something. I was 41 years old when I learned when they speak of the opening weekend. It's not literally Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When they start these preview screenings, because you went on
Wednesday.
Wednesday, and that's considered the weekend. So when one says opening weekend,
like
it's
a
not
week.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's from Tuesday.
Yeah,
or
it's
like
nuts.
it's from Wednesday. It's a 5-day opening weekend.
Yeah.
So let's not call it a weekend.
I love it.
But they love to say the opening weekend.
Because it's so funny. We were both at a screening and then we just overheard this and I heard your ears perk up, and
Yeah.
you're like, wait, say that again. Like, they're like, oh
Because
yeah,
he
it's
said,
a week.
it's going to have a 5-day opening.
And
was
then
like-
if you have a couple of holidays in the next week as well.
Yeah.
$1 billion in week one is crazy.
Yeah, almost on $1 billion, and Endgame got to
Yeah.
$1 million.
But can I tell you, I think it's because Spider-Man is the most not like relatable is not the word, but he's just the most appealing
No, he is.
superhero that still exists in those movies. Because I got to be honest, I'm not a big superhero guy. The new Avengers trailer left me so cold and confused, and like, why? And why are these guys
They don't
back?
need to do it.
And that is
Yeah.
currently sitting at being the most expensive.
Yeah, but I have a bad feeling that film's going to do, okay, it's not going to do a Supergirl, but I don't think that film's going to blow the lights out the way people think it is. But Spider-Man, that trailer's great because you care about this kid, you care about his friends, you care about his relationships. He really is the only superhero where you look at these films and each one does such a great job of this kid in crisis, and you care about what he's going through, and they're fun, and they're they give you all of that wish fulfillment, because who hasn't dreamed of swinging through a city like New York?
The physics of that
Also, you could only exist in New York.
never makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I cannot, and I've tried to think about how one could actually do that swinging,
Yeah.
and it physically makes no sense.
Yeah. Do you ever
You
watch...
would just bang into the buildings each time. Like, you wouldn't be able to like make it across. They just have these
magic
these
sky
sort of magic
hooks.
little
Yeah.
tent poles that he's able to attach to.
Yeah, doesn't he
Anyway.
say in it? Sorry, there's a funny bit in it because the whole premise, right, is that like one of the things I liked about the movie is that like Spider-Man's basically burnt out. So he's like struggling to like be at one with his body, really, because his arachnophobe, his spider DNA is starting to overtake its human DNA, right?
Yeah.
So like shooting webs is now different, right? So like
It's an allegory for puberty.
Yeah, so-
okay.
So like puberty in his adult years. And as he's slinging, it's so funny. You actually hear him go, web stop, what web stop? Like he's actually trying to like say it out loud. So he like commands himself to do it. It's so good.
It's an interesting film. I mean, one
great
thing that
little
you
movie.
might find interesting is like its grade, its color grade is
Yeah.
slightly different.
Oh, really? What,
That's-
from the rest of the Marvel...
Yeah,
It just feels different.
Literally,
yeah.
the first thing Russell said to me is like, the color grade, I think you'll appreciate it. The moment the movie opens on the first frame, I immediately noticed it. It doesn't
Okay.
look like, did you ever watch Wonder Man?
No, I didn't.
So it's the same director. He did Shang-Chi as well.
Okay.
And it just looks, it doesn't look like the
It's
Marvel
generic.
Yeah, the
it's both
MCU.
colorful and contrasted
Okay.
at the
Yeah.
same time. So it's very rich color, and like the black is black.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. A film that looks like a film. My God, I missed the day when
Yeah,
films
yeah.
look like action. We've been watching so many old 90s films. We've gone back and watched films shot on film, and there's just something about even the Odyssey, man. When you watch something that's shot on film, and it's fallible,
It feels like
and
it,
the
yeah.
focus is off in half of the shots that they left in.
Yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
watch, you can just feel the grain and the texture, and you can see when they were losing the light because oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God, look at how hard they had to work just to get some life out of that image. I miss that. When you watch a film
It's digital, yeah.
with a helicopter shot and the camera shaking because you're in a fucking helicopter. If I watch another establishing drone slow creep over a city or a landscape, I'm gonna poke my fucking eyes out. I can't.
Do you know what's interesting about that though is that like someone like Roger Deakins, right? So like Tarantino's all like, oh no, it has to be a film, right? So, but with Roger Deakins, so like him and Roger Deakins got like there was a bit of a spat, like
Roger Deakins is a very famous cinematographer.
yeah. So the spat was only shoot on film or digital, right? Which one's better? And Roger Deakins, who is arguably our current master of cinematography, he prefers digital because he's like, I don't want to go home and stress about, fuck, did we get that shot? Like, I can only find out when it's developed tomorrow.
Yeah. Look,
And-
I hear it. I'm not shitting on digital as a
No,
whole.
no, of course not.
No, but there's
both have
no-
their benefits.
There's
you
no
know?
question that you had to light and shoot a movie in a particular way for film,
Yeah.
which not only gave it a look, but also gave it some leeway. And you had to probably overlight. You had to expose
overexpose,
to give yourself that leeway, and that leeway allows you to actually see this movie.
You had to come up with smart solutions, and I think it's something about the symptom of the digital streaming age where films are almost, if you want a cinematic experience, films aren't shot to give you the cinematic experience in the same way anymore.
Yeah.
And this comes back to the superhero films where so often they just descend into CG noise.
And it's safe, yeah.
And that's considered to be climactic spectacle, and it's boring because if it's weightless computer generated characters punching each other through things and around things and flying over things, I find that to be so just unaffecting.
I agree.
There's a little bit of that in Spider-Man, but it's got a lot more heart.
Way more heart,
a lot of thought, and
Way
I
more
know
intimate.
that I don't know whether this is true, but you hear that Tom Holland pushed for certain things to be right in the script.
Oh, cool.
And a reason to do it, and so yeah.
I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
I
think he's great,
and I think the villain in this one is really great.
Okay.
It's done in a very cool, subtle way that's quite scary and quite edgy.
Yeah.
In that it's not just this big guy somewhere and he's got all this might, and how it presents itself, how it's a thing to battle against. It's cool. It's
cool.
nice. It's different in that sense.
Do you know what it's great about it as well? Is that I think it's Tom Holland's best performance as Spider-Man, because this is the first time we're watching. Because Spider-Man, we've only seen him, at least his version. He's been a kid, either a teenager or a very young adult, right? This one, he actually feels like a grown up. Okay. So because you watched the previous Spider-Man, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously he's now alone, and he's actually been forced to grow up on his own now, because there's literally no one around him. Or May's not there, his friends aren't there. He doesn't have the backing of Iron Man's company, their Stark Industries, right? So it's very interesting seeing how much more mature he is, and you can feel that by the way Tom Holland portrays it as well, as he feels mature, and the film looks mature, and it just, there's themes of repression, there's themes of loneliness. It's a lot deeper than people, I think, will give it credit for initially going in, because they think, superhero movie. It's not Christopher Nolan's superhero movie. It's a Marvel movie, but it has a lot of heart, like Russell said.
And then, that's
fantastic.
exciting if I was an exhibitor screening it, because that means that it's not just going to be this flash in the pan. If everyone gets the reveal like Deadpool and Wolverine, will it actually live on? And I think this one could live on. But my biggest debate was, does the Bioscope screen it?
Yeah.
Because traditionally, we don't do superhero movies,
right?
Because generally they are just superhero movies.
Yeah.
I don't do movies where someone is secretly an assassin.
What by you, Jason Statham?
Just if it's revealed that they've got special ops training and they need to now work their way across, whether it's Rebel Wilson or anyone, it's not even just Jason.
So you didn't show the John Wicks? Do you include that in the category?
No, of course. We wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm being a little bit of a pretentious dick about it, but no, it's more just we've got this one cinema. What do we want to curate? I think if I had many cinemas and I needed the gap, I needed the filling, I think I certainly would probably take Spider-Man. I saw the lobby, I took it, which is interesting. But we didn't need it. And
they don't need
weekend, and they don't need me. We had a great weekend without it. Our Odyssey screenings sold out.
And I saw you showed "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" yesterday, which I love. It's one of my favorites.
That was fun. So no, we have fun, and so. But
the other Odyssey.
It is a debate.
The real Odyssey.
It is a debate for me whether or not I do. But anyways,
but I guess because interestingly. Because I'm very interested in box office and those sort of things, and I took a look yesterday just out of curiosity, and Hyde Park Cinema, the new Metro, was showing Spider-Man on 13 screens. not 13 screens, 13 shows over the course of the day. So
Jesus,
you could watch
like-
Spider-Man at 12, 12:30, 1, 2, 2:30, 3,
That's
4,
nuts.
4:30, 5, all the way until 8 p.m. There were 13 shows, which must have had it in 5 screens.
That's like a
Yeah.
that's like a Kafkaesque hell. Like it's
Yeah, everywhere you look, it's
endless
Spider-Man.
yeah.
You
But
cannot
listen,
escape.
Good for them.
Good,
And
yeah.
and
Yeah.
also, I think we must just take a moment to appreciate that cinema is not dead.
Well, that.
Oh,
yeah.
and I
100%,
think
yeah.
there has been this little narrative, and I've heard it through the industry and through the people really up until this year. You know, the feeling was all a little bit glum and all a little bit doom and gloom and all
Yeah.
a little bit like, well, you know, it's the industry. But this year, you can argue, fuck, you're wrong. That is not the case.
Yeah.
And of course, they're these big tentpole films, but that's the way it always will be.
And we still have Dune and fucking Avengers, which will do well. Yeah.
So it's been a great year for cinema, and everyone's done well in all their different shapes and forms. The Bioscope has done very well
Great.
because with those movies like Project Hail Mary, even Devil Wears Prada 2 for us, like I
that was
ended
huge,
up taking that for timing reasons and also just because it can be eventized. And I think if I didn't have Odyssey, maybe I would take Spider-Man now. I don't know. But I just went to the screening and was like, it is a superhero movie.
Yeah.
And you know, let it. It's a shopping mall movie.
Yeah. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah. But let's talk about something else for a moment. Hey, did you guys see the trailer for Wicker?
I was going to bring this up. I was
Okay.
going to hate it. You see this?
Okay.
It looks so good.
Yeah, it
looks
looks great.
really
Yeah.
interesting. What a small, different, weird movie. I mean, the
Weird.
complete opposite of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We have Olivia Colman in a older time, a couple hundred years ago set time. She seems to be a lonely lady,
A fishwife.
a fishwife, and it's a little bit of a fantasy fun thing. Gets Peter Dinklage to make her a man out of wicker.
Amazing.
And the special effects, I mean, it looks more costume than special effects, which is so lovely.
Yeah.
Makes this man, played by one of the SARS guards. But I just love the fact that there's like a healthy dose of like horniness in this movie where she seems to be like pumping this dude, this wicker man. And it looks absurd. It looks fun. What else did you guys get from it?
No, it was so surprising, that trailer, because often the trailers come up, they get thrown by my YouTube algorithm, and I'm like, oh, okay, and occasionally I'll just click on something out of interest, and I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, I love Olivia Colman, number one.
Yeah,
It's like,
she's great.
Just like the setting, and she's got different. There's like different Olivia Colmans. There's the very like contained, wrought, like human drama Olivia Colman. The first time I ever saw
She
her,
really can do funny.
she can.
She can do anything, really.
I used to run a short film festival, and one of my favorite films we ever showed was the first time I ever saw Olivia Colman was in a film called The Carmen Line, which is about a woman who starts floating, and it's like a centimeter at first, and then it's half a meter, and then a meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, and no matter what her family try and do, they can't pull her back down to earth. She just is floating up until eventually she's told, you're going to reach the Carmen Line, which is the line where the Earth's atmosphere meets space, and then you're gone. You're floating, off into the ether. And the whole film's an allegory for death, like someone who's dying of an
that's
incurable
clever.
disease. And it's one of the saddest and funniest, most human films I've seen in a
Great
short film,
concept,
20-minute film.
jeepers.
And I was like, who is this actress? It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she does that so well. And then she does this raucous, I'm a fishwife and I'm going to spend a film banging a man wake of wicker.
I mean, think of the splinters.
Yeah, I was literally going to bring it up. Yeah.
I mean, Wicker's got hard edges to it. But her and Hot Fuzz.
Yes, Hot Fuzz, yeah.
she's
The
so
favorite.
yeah.
Come on, the favorite, man.
I haven't seen the favorite.
I haven't seen The Favorite either.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck, guys?
And I know I've got no excuse. It's on one of the streamers. I
No,
think it's on
she's so
Disney
fucking
Plus.
good in that. I mean, she won an Oscar for it, but like, she's
she's
phenomenal
excellent.
in that.
I just love her acceptance speech when they started playing the orchestra, and she goes, "Oh," she sort of does a sort of fart noise. She goes, let me talk, man. I only get one of these. You know? So yeah, those are my Hey Did You Guys Sees. Have you guys got?
Yeah, I've got. Hey, did you guys see? I feel like at this point we should have Nicolas Cage news of the week every episode now. Hey, did you guys see? Netflix is being sued for $105 million after they lost an unencrypted copy of a World War II film starring Nicolas Cage and Ben Kingsley. So
They lost it.
They lost it. So apparently, I think it was a Polish guy. He's a producer. He pumped 40 million of his own money into this movie. He wrote it. He did everything. He's a Polish businessman or Swiss. It's one of the two. European. Anyways, they did this. They dropped it off at Netflix's offices. And when he went back to go collect this unencrypted copy, they couldn't find it. And then they later confirmed, oh, by the way, it got stolen. So now they're suing them for $105 million. So we might see a Nicolas Cage World War II drama popping up on stream, like on a pirate site sometime.
Okay, so it's not that that was the only copy. It was the fact that it was unencrypted. So this is it.
Not the master copy.
Yeah. For a second, I was like, is that the only one that exists?
That's bad.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
So unencrypted meaning that it's
a hard drive that they can just access.
It's a hard drive that anyone can copy. Like I get encrypted DCPs from distributors. I could give it to you, Sean. You could take the Odyssey right now, but it is a 300 gig file that you would never be able to open.
Yeah, but you know what? I could go into any street corner Joburg and sell it to someone who didn't know that.
They just need a big enough hard drive, and it is a string of code that will unlock it specifically for my projector. So my projector has a certificate. I give that to a certain person. We basically get this string of code. Well, it's this file, and that's what unlocks it for certain periods of time.
Do you know what's funny? I think it was like the Joburg Film Festival, like 1 or 2 years ago. The Wim Wenders film Perfect Days was screening.
Yeah,
and it's such a lovely film if you haven't seen it. But anyways, it's about a Japanese janitor who it's like a slice of life movie, right? Anyway, so I was so looking forward to it, and I went to the screening at Rosebank, and like for 20 minutes the movie wasn't starting, and everyone was like, what the fuck is happening?
It's usually a KDM issue.
And then they're like, so we don't have the code for the hard drive, so come back tomorrow, we'll try again. No. So everyone came back tomorrow and we tried again, and we don't have the code for the hard drive, so we didn't see the movie the whole festival.
It's amazing that they made you come back to tell you that. They couldn't just have told you guys, don't bother.
Yeah.
What's scary is that the KDMs, this is what this string of code that unlocks it, key delivery message. This KDM can, because they don't want to give you too big a window in case you exploit it for more screenings.
Yeah.
So sometimes it really only unlocks for the duration of your screening, and you say it'll be at 8 o'clock. So sometimes this KDM could unlock at like 7. And it's all very fucking scary because you also hope that
impossible shit.
You hope, because these places that create the KDMs are usually, it's like 3 or 4 that seem to be the major ones around the world. If it's a company I have never heard of, I'm always a little bit scared, or even more scared. But it's about timing of international time codes.
Right.
And it's the UTC, whatever the UTC thing is, +2 or -6 or whatever fucking time code. And you got to double check the Google, and you got to make sure that like this thing is correct. Because just now, this poor Okie who does it, like it's, there's humans and even robots make mistakes. So anyways, it's
have you had any major disasters here in the Bioscope?
Not through these KDMs,
No.
thank goodness. Touch wood, those have been fine. Every now and again you get a little gremlin there, and it's heartbreaking. And there's process now. Every time certain things happen, we as the Bioscope have figured out, okay, so now let's not leave that too late. Let's always check that. Let's always do this. Let's have a backup for this. But in a blue moon, it's happened. And then the worst part is I'm not there. Sometimes I'm not there. I manage the inbox and the plans and certain events, but come nighttime, I'm home with my family, and I leave it up to our very competent, great managers. But every now and again, I'm at the corner of like a kid's birthday party, like on the phone, going like, "And what do you mean there's no sound?" And you got to like
Shame.
troubleshoot it in the strangest places, and it's not something that you can sit and wait and think about, and maybe come back at tomorrow morning. It's like there's 50 people in a room, and every second counts.
They're going to start chewing up the chairs and throwing
and,
popcorn.
and people aren't very understanding as well.
Well, thankfully ours are, and for the most part, a Bioscope audience is a lovely, supportive audience.
Kind people.
And I've learned this is a little microcosm, I guess, for life, is that if you go in with a loud, clear plan, you can buy yourself a certain amount of time. So you can say, guys, we're having an issue. Please all stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, we'll come back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, they'll understand.
Then you can buy yourself maybe 20 minutes that way.
And you've got such a solid community audience here as well, right?
But no, we do.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, what I'm trying to do is very much we've been underestimated.
Okay.
And so I actually want to try and prove how good and successful we are. If anything, the audience or people's perception of the Bioscope is, shame, they're trying. They're a little cinema, and I'm trying to, the greater industry in South Africa, I'm trying to tell them, no, we're thriving. No, we're selling out. No, we serve fancy wine.
Yes.
It's not just like pizza, it's pear prosciutto gorgonzola pizza. Like there is a fanciness that you need to know that we deliver.
This is obviously my coming from Cape Town perspective, but the Bioscope is held and hallowed, whatever the term is.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
That's our understanding.
Lovely. Oh, well, that's great.
Do they take a chance on you then? Like if you have programmed a film like The Invite, for example, the audience who normally wouldn't go watch that go, well, they've put it at the Bioscope, it must be good, I'm going to go watch it.
I hope so. I believe so. I think we needed to do that upgrade at the beginning of 2024 to do these kinds of latest releases because there were movies like The Invite that were perfect for us. We started with Poor Things. I mean, you don't want to watch Poor Things in a shopping mall. You don't want to walk past the fucking MTN store.
That's what I did.
To go watch that piece of art. It's a beautiful piece of art that actually you need a shot of something.
Yeah.
So we've got a cocktail that that could match it. Sinners was great. We played that blues music in the cafe. Even with Odyssey now, we put on the Goranson score and set this tone of it.
My vinyl has dispatched. I should have it by Wednesday.
Of the Odyssey.
The
triple gatefold LP.
Triple gatefold.
Triple LP, triple gatefold as well.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know.
So I
you
have
could do
the
a triple.
Oppenheimer one as well, and I've got the triple gatefold as well.
I've got the Sinners on vinyl.
Oh, fuck,
it's
amazing.
nice, yeah.
I've been asking Mr. Vinyl if they ever did that, and he didn't seem
That's
to think.
surprising.
They did do it, but this was a gift from Amy, my partner, and I think she imported it. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think
must
she
have,
found it.
yeah.
I'd imagine the Sinners soundtrack is amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And it's also the double album because it's the soundtrack score, and then it's also the sort of
like
the
accompanying-
poppy soundtrack version
yeah.
of it as well, which is also full of bangers.
Yo, I can't get into that one. I tried listening to it. I was like, oh, I don't like that one.
It's
Don't
that
like
jangly banjo with then like a vocoder vocal over it, like an auto-tuned. Yeah, but
No, it's a great soundtrack in general, though. Jesus,
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah, it's
soundtrack.
exciting.
And the movie that I love as
Yeah,
well.
of
My
course.
favorite from last year, I think.
Yeah.
One of, for sure.
Do we have any other Hey Did You Guys See?
I've got one more. It's a big one. Hey, did you guys see Barbie 2 could be happening, but it's hitting roadworks?
Yeah, emphasis on could. I saw it in our... Because what's so lovely, I've got so many different Instagram profiles, one for the Bioscope, one for the band, one for personal. And so whenever I pop into the video store's feed, it's specifically curated to be very film nerdy. And I can usually get a couple of Hey Did You Guys Sees within a few minutes of scrolling. And I saw that one and I saw Barbie 2 is officially in the works. And so I posted it on our stories for the video store. And then I continued scrolling. And the next one was, it might not happen because some of these stumbling blocks are
The
cast
contracts. Yeah.
and the contracts of cost. So then I went, oh, fuck. So I went back to the stories and deleted it because I don't want to spread misinformation.
So the reason why is Gosling, Gerwig, all of them actually initially didn't sign on for a multi-film deal. It was just a one-film contract.
In a way, it kind of should just be this one
Yeah,
special
that's,
movie.
but that's so Greta Gerwig and her husband, her partner. Sorry, not husband. Noah Baumbach.
Yeah.
They've got a story ready to go. They are chomping at the bit apparently, but they're not going to do it unless Gosling and Robbie are back on board, and apparently they are not. Them and Warner Brothers aren't meeting in the middle in terms of how much they should be earning for it, which is fair because the last movie earned $1.4 billion, right?
Yeah.
So, or 1.2. But anyway, so basically, if they don't get a deal wrapped up by, I think December's the cutoff date, the rights revert back to Mattel, and then they have to start from scratch. So that means Margot Robbie won't be back, Greta Gerwig won't be back, none of them will be back.
Interesting how these things work.
But I agree that I'm not sure there needs to be a second one.
It doesn't,
There has to be a really good reason.
There's got to be a really good...
If it's Toy Story 2-esque type sequel, then fucking bring it on. But if not, then just leave it, because I think Barbie was perfect as
what
it is.
was the most special was Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach making this movie.
Yep.
And for those who don't know, these are two very smart, somewhat indie filmmakers. And so when they get given this incredible toy box of millions of dollars
Literally.
and one of the most famous IPs in the sort of history of toy IP, you can make something really smart. And I think that's what was ultimately Barbie's success. It was fun and it was silly and musical, but you really got the politics of Barbie played with by smart people. And so if they are writing it, there stands to be a chance that this could be cool.
I mean, I would say if they're going to do Barbie 2, they should make it Barbenheimer 2, and they should
exactly
do an
what I was-
Oppenheimer 2.
So
you know?
I was thinking,
Bob
they
is
should
back.
should link up with Nolan and be like, yo, make something by the time we release this. You know?
Oppenheimer 2,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
Lovely. Should we play a little bit of What Movie Am I?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Okay, so when chatting with Sean, knowing that he was going to come and have a visit, Sean said that he's been watching a lot of movies from the 90s and the 2000s.
good. Sick.
So I thought that was a lovely category to play with. P-Dog, I know we brought you in for the shift a little bit last minute.
Yeah.
So you don't have any?
I don't. I'm
You
sorry.
don't? If any come to you, shout.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you can be the person we are testing this out on.
All
Okay,
right.
let's do that. Actually,
You're the audience.
Yeah.
And of course, Sean, when I do it, you can obviously participate.
Right.
If you know the answer, you have to shout, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." But Perrin raises a great point, which is for those playing at home, let's still do all the cues.
Yes.
So yeah,
and
you can say, you can chime in like
when you have it?
when you have it, and then we'll reveal it at the end. Yeah,
But
we'll
you
try it
there's
at
a little
the
bit of a trust system.
end. Yeah.
That you it is the movie that you say.
Yeah.
Maybe if we really want it to be I don't know, semantics, but it's just for fun.
Okay,
But you got to
cool.
shout, "Oh, Captain, my Captain."
Yeah.
Captain, my Captain.
Do you want to kick this off, Sean?
Sure, I can. I took my cue. I think you sort of said there should be a couple of cryptic ones in the beginning, and and so these are all films that we've been watching over the past couple of months. I think these are all from the 90s, actually.
But if you've watched them recently, then by video store standards, these are the movies you're returning to us.
Yes, yeah, on VHS, in fact, even.
Lovely. Okay.
All right, so this first one, I am a real slam dunk.
Okay.
Captain,
my
No,
Captain.
it could be anything.
Keep going.
It
No,
could
I
be.
mean, I think, okay, wow, I really blundered into that one. I'm two 90s stars, the height of their charismatic.
Oh, Captain, my
Keep
Captain.
going. Keep going.
It launched an awful and unnecessary. I launched an awful, unnecessary modern remake.
Yes, it was shit.
The plot's almost secondary to the freewheeling love of basketball.
Okay. No, lovely. You did it right.
Shall we say it at
who
the
said
same
it
time,
first?
Russ? I did. Yeah.
Okay.
But then you knew it as well. You're
Yeah.
like,
White,
Space Jam.
no, man.
No,
White men can't jump.
White men can't jump.
fuck.
Ah, yes,
got it,
there
baby.
you go. Oh wow, but that's so.
I was saying Space Jam in the beginning, but then
other clues, I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
No,
heights of their powers, Michael Jordan got
No,
it. Bugs
two.
Bunny,
Good point.
he
Yeah.
said two actors
said
at the height of
Wesley
their powers.
Snipes and
And in
Harrelson.
fact, and in
Yeah.
fact, I also had a Rosie Perez at the height of her rising star.
Fuck,
'Cause
okay.
this, I
I
think
don't
was
know
her
who that
second
is.
film. Rosie Perez, she was also
She's the,
in
like-
Do the Right Thing,
Yeah.
which was
Okay.
her first film. You definitely do know who she is.
Okay.
You'll know when you see her. Yeah.
Oh, man,
Okay.
I-
No,
Wood-
that was good.
Woody Harrelson
love how
and
you-
Wesley
me.
Snipes have never been as cool as they are in this movie.
I love how you just were aware that it was Space Jam and you just didn't listen to any other That's
I
so
literally
funny.
turned off the sound. I was like,
Yeah.
don't need to hear anything else.
I know. Okay. All right, here we go. I am set in the 23rd century.
Mm-hmm.
My main character's surname is also a major American city.
Oh my god.
I feature the Mondoshoans and the Mangalores.
Fuck is this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
You got it.
Yes.
Okay. The director started writing the script and the universe from as early as high school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And those are all my prompts.
It is the Fifth Element.
Lovely.
Oh shit! Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Basson started writing it in high school.
Really?
Fuck, I love that movie.
Yes.
Jesus.
Banger.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Bruce Willis's character, his surname is Dallas.
Oh,
Dallas.
that's a
Yeah.
clever
Corbin
clue.
Dallas.
I love that. Yeah.
Come on.
Corbin Dallas
Yeah.
Multipass.
Multipass.
Okay. Which of these should I do?
If you got, yeah, just keep going.
Okay. So this I feature one of the 90's most popular comedy stars going serious for the first time, I think.
Okay. I think I know what it is. No, keep going.
No.
I need to hear more. I
Yeah,
jumped the gun.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
The film I feature a god called Ed in a sense.
Called Ed in
Yeah.
a sense.
A god in a sense called
Captain,
Ed.
my Captain. I know where it is.
You might call him a man on the moon.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it
Oh, Captain, my
preempted
Captain.
the mass media age and always on content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I say
yeah.
it?
Okay.
Truman Show.
Yeah, it's the Truman
When
Show.
you said the first one, I was like, okay. And you're like, oh, don't play your load. Blah, 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 blah. And then Ed, I was like, yep, Ed Harris. There
Yeah.
you go. Man
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Moon. Got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
No,
he's technically
I,
the Man in the Moon and Jim Carrey played Man on the Moon.
Exactly.
well, sorry. I actually,
Bro.
when I said Captain, my Captain, I was thinking Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I didn't even think Truman Show.
So I was gonna throw in a clue that said there's a man on the moon, and then my partner Amy was like, "That's too obvious, dude."
Yeah.
So I pulled that one.
I
back.
thought you were saying Man on the Moon. Okay, no, that's a goodie.
That was good. Great
Well
film. Jesus.
done. All right. The voice of my main character also wrote my score. There is a misconception in the general public about who directed me.
Oh no.
Graham's got it. I can see him nodding in the back. It took about 100 people over 3 years to make me.
Oh man.
Okay, so I'm stop motion animation.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, Tim Burton only produced it.
He did not direct it. Everybody
course.
thinks he directed
Yes.
it because it literally is in the name. Tim
Yeah.
Burton's. He wrote the story. He had like a
Yeah.
loose outline of
Yeah.
the story, but the guy who directed it is the guy who did Coraline and
Yeah.
This
The other
new
thing.
movie looks fucking great.
what is his name?
I can't remember, but there's
Part of the problem.
it's-
But
Wildwood. Are you talking about Wildwood? Is that his next one?
Wildwood
so.
looks
Wildwood looks
amazing.
really good.
It looks
yeah.
really
it's fucking
special.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
but
actually
it is-
know
it
all of
is-
this.
It is the same guy. Because
Yeah.
it says from the guy who made Coraline, and they didn't say Nightmare Before Christmas in the trailer.
Interesting. But then who voiced
Danny Elfman.
Did he voice
Danny
Jack-
Elfman
Jack?
did Jack Skellington.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
wow, of Unga Bunga. What was his name?
Oingo Boingo.
Boingo.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Oh, okay.
The
Cool, eh?
guy
Very good
who
one.
composed the Simpsons
Yeah.
theme song. Yeah.
Okay, I got one more for you. This
Yeah.
one, so it's a film that slaps to this day.
If this is the 70s, I'd say Slapshot, but it's not. Okay.
It's a handmade sci-fi epic made just at the dawn of the CGI era.
Okay.
Did you say sci-fi epic?
Yeah,
Okay.
Handmade.
handmade for the most part.
Okay. Sci-fi.
handmade.
And not in a stop motiony handmade sort of sense, but in that it's still miniatures, models,
Miniatures and
practical
things.
effects.
Okay.
And you can feel it when
Was
you
your
watch it.
cue this film slaps? Was that a cryptic clue?
It was a cryptic clue.
Okay.
That was the back page of the Sunday Times crossword puzzle clue. So this launched the world's biggest 90s star at the time. And also a beloved character actor who's a star in his own kooky right.
Wait, I think I no, I
Graham
don't
is
think it
nodding
is.
his head again in the
Yeah.
back. Fuck. Okay, it slaps. It's sci-fi.
Yeah.
Give us the others. Give us
The slaps clue, you may need to take a little step to the side, a little bit of
Okay,
the lateral. Today we celebrate the launch of the 90s Megabuster and change
Captain, my Captain.
trailer culture forever.
Yeah, Captain, my Captain. Can I say it?
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
It does
Slap.
slap. Will Smith.
Oh fuck!
That's so good. That's so good.
That
did
was
you
great.
Did you listen to the What Went Wrong episode about
I
Independence
did listen
Day?
to the one we're wrong. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I love that podcast.
No, it did change. It did change the trailer culture
yeah.
because they teased it in the Super Bowl.
With first Super Bowl trailer,
It was
I
the
think.
first. It was the first time like a movie trailer
That's
penetrated
crazy.
the Super Bowl in the 90s, and it was cryptic. It just said like, on the first day, this or
Yeah,
it
I
just-
remember seeing that trailer in cinema. I can't remember what I was there to watch, but, as like, I don't know, 12, 14,
Yeah.
we were blown away by this trailer. We'd
Yeah,
never
like,
seen
holy
anything like
shit,
that.
yeah.
And then we waited in anticipation for that movie to
How
come.
old are you, Sean?
44 next
Okay.
week.
Okay.
So,
Oh, nice.
old guy.
I'm 42. I'm going to turn 42 in a matter of weeks. Can you
Right.
believe? Hey, did you guys see? It's fucking August.
Believe me, I lay in bed last night thinking about it. When's your birthday?
17th.
I'm 11th.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
birthday buddies.
But,
Are you, does that make you a Leo? I forget the
yeah,
cutoff time.
yeah.
Means fuck all to me, but I'm a Leo.
Yeah.
Typical Leo. And I remember being in primary school, being of age to watch Independence Day, and us being blown away.
Yeah.
Of age, it's like selling you off as a bride.
In What Went Wrong, they were
No,
like,
I
we were
agree
too
with
young
you.
to watch it in
Yeah.
cinemas. I was like, I fucking watched it in
I
cinemas.
watched it in cinemas as well. I was definitely too young to watch.
You
it
were
in
way
cinemas.
too young.
Yeah.
Those jump scares,
What year was that?
those
Yeah,
slap.
yeah. They
Those
slap.
Oh no, they still do. Hey, the fucking
Those
the,
jump scare-
the,
the-
operation table.
Yeah,
thing.
when he's cutting the
Jesus.
thing and
Yeah,
it bursts open.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually had a clue that said a horrible, unnecessary requel that they did for that one too.
Oh yeah, I remember having a good sleep on a plane
Oh, it's bad.
watching that.
It's nonsense.
It's also Roland Emmerich, right?
I think so. Yeah.
he's
I
not.
watched.
the best.
I purposefully choose the loudest, most chaotic movie to fall asleep to on a plane.
Yeah.
And I chose that Independence Day sequel solely to get good sleep. I remember watching Dwayne Johnson's Rampage.
Oh my.
For the
where
same
he's-
reason.
Sure.
Doesn't he have like one leg in that or something?
I couldn't tell you. I fell asleep. The point was to fall asleep because if it's too good,
Yeah.
then I'm going to stay up and watch this
it's
movie.
the same
So-
with me as well. Like I'll be comfy on the couch and I'm like, "Ooh, let's go on Netflix schlock. What do we have?" And then I'm like, "Ooh, this looks rubbish. Let's sleep." You know?
Speaking of sleeping in cinemas, we have something called Mommies at the Movies, which I've started now that I've become a dad.
Nice. Yeah.
And I saw my wife needing to get out, meet other moms.
This is
do
a great
things.
thing.
And someone actually gave me that little gem. We were in the lobby and someone said, "Oh, in my cinema in New York or where I was somewhere, they had this off-peak time in the morning where
Yeah.
moms could come with their babies." And I was like, we should 100% do that.
Yeah, that's a
Totally.
great idea.
And Leslie, my wife, is in these WhatsApp groups with like 800 moms. It's crazy. So she just puts it out onto that, and
Nice.
these folks come through. But fun fact, these kids fell asleep through very successfully through Devil Wears Prada 2
Oh yeah.
and
The Odyssey.
and Power Ballad were the last two that we
right.
did.
I love Power Ballad.
And how did they enjoy Independence Day resurgence?
We
They
did
thought it was shit.
we did the invite, and these kids apparently didn't sleep as well.
Why?
because the invite.
Because they wanted to know what would happen.
Yeah, they
Is
wanted
Seth
to-
Rogen going to get laid? Like,
No,
there's
but
that awkward-
the tone is different, and
Yeah.
it actually kept these kids awake.
They could feel that awkward tension in their mums,
You just-
probably. Because
where
the
I can
films,
know- Yeah.
you just know with these kids, 20 years later, when they're on the podcast, or like you're chatting, what's the first movie you remember? Funnily enough, the invites.
But I think the sort of plinky plonky, happy, chaos can
Yeah.
definitely put one to sleep.
So, have you got?
No, I am done at this point.
Yeah. I'm not going to do this one, but this was on my list. But Unforgiven's one of my favorite films of all
Fucking
time.
great movie.
And when I was
Jeez.
looking up fun facts, I found out that they did a Japanese remake of
I've
it
heard of that
in
as well.
2013.
Oh, it actually went the other way
They
around.
went the other way.
Yeah.
They did Unforgiven,
Okay.
and apparently it's really good.
Yeah, no, Unforgiven's one of Eastwood's best movies. By
Yeah.
far.
Because what
Like,
we're talking about
5
is very famously a lot of Japanese films have been turned into westerns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seven
Samurai became the Magnificent Seven,
Bug's Life, basically as well.
and it's Bug's Life.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bug's Life is they say it's a remake of it's an reinterpretation of Magnificent Seven, which is
Oh, that's
Which
interesting.
is Seven
Yeah.
Samurai.
I got to see Seven Samurai on an original film print
Jesus.
in London a year or two ago.
holy shit.
In its sort of 3-4 hour form, and it's
Fuck, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was such a great experience.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
You know,
That's
when it's-
special, hey. Jeez.
yeah, again, it's like call me a purist or whatever, but that filmic
No,
experience
100%.
on a film reel that who knows how long that's been kept.
Yeah,
in,
it feels
in a
tangible.
store.
It feels real.
Yeah,
Lovely.
it's beautiful.
Just in a little bit of closing, you say you're working on a Joburg script. You're working on a TV show
Yeah,
set in Joburg. We can't talk about it,
we can't. I don't think we
But-
can really talk about
but
it. NDA'd within
you NDA'd
inch-
up to your eyeballs.
yeah, an inch of its own life.
But you've never lived in Joburg, huh?
No, never. I've spent bits of time up here for mostly work related, but probably a couple of weeks at a time.
What
is
is your
the longest.
perception of Joburg?
Look, I actually like Joburg quite a lot.
Fucking rules.
Since
I love Joburg.
since the last time I was here, it feels like it's gotten. You take your life in your hands a little more than you ever did. When I was here before, I got mugged at gunpoint in traffic, which is the first. But that was fun. But that was, let's call that 10 years ago.
That's never happened to me. And
No.
I've lived
Touch
here
wood,
my
eh?
whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
I mean, this is a true and semi-funny story, but it was when we were still developing Five Fingers, and we hadn't cast the lead at that point.
Sean is talking about Five Fingers for Marseille, which was a
Great little
great
western.
South
Yeah.
African Western film. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was on traffic on the way to the office, and I was SMSing to say I'm stuck in traffic. I'm going to be late. I'm really sorry, because the Cape Town in me didn't realize, and I had my window down and my bag on the seat next to me, and then a gentleman comes and he's like, "Give me your phone," and I was like, and he's like, "Or I'll shoot you," and I was like, yes, okay, all right,
Let me
there you
send
go.
this first.
Yeah, kind of.
Did
Exactly.
you see the gun?
I didn't see the gun,
Yeah.
but I think I
Yeah.
know enough about Joburg sort of not to make the assumption. But then there were 4 of them, and so one came to each window. and I was like,
you see,
okay.
you can't take chances.
And I'm
yeah.
in the middle of a like it's fairly
There's no way-
suburban, but I'm in the middle of a lane with cars back and forward all around
So
me.
you can't drive off.
I can't get away, and everybody's sort of just looking anywhere else than at what's going on.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
knows what's going. So I give him the phone, and I have my laptop and iPad, everything in the bag on the seat next to me. And he's like, "Now give me your bag," and I'm like, fuck, I haven't seen the gun. No, I can't, dude. I can't give you that because that's everything I have. Give me that. I can't do it. And we have the standoff where I think he wasn't expecting to get that for an answer. And then I see the thought process going, and then traffic starts moving. So I'm like, peace. So I like put foot,
Jeez.
and I go forward and I roll the window up, and traffic goes forward 20 meters and stops again.
And he comes back.
And I'm like rolling the window up, going, please
I
don't
love how
come.
this little sheet of glass is going to save your
Yeah,
life.
exactly.
Did it work?
Well, luckily he didn't come back. But
I don't
like
think it
I
was
said,
good
for
we,
you,
we were
man.
trying to cast the lead in this film, and I was like, he was a charismatic dude. And I honestly thought about, I honestly thought about driving around
What
the
are you
block.
doing for the next 3 months?
Going, listen, dude, I don't know if you've ever done a movie before, but do you want to come and audition?
You can keep my phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I know your
That's a
number.
great
I'm going to need it.
story, yeah.
Yeah.
I now know your number.
Dude,
I'll cast you.
But you know what's crazy? Even like Santon, I remember like a year or two ago on Greyston. Do you know where Greyston is?
Vaguely.
It's a very busy area. I remember one point during load shedding when it was at its peak, the lights were out, everyone was stuck in traffic. There was a gang that would come and literally just take people's stuff out of their cars because they can't move anywhere.
Yeah.
So like
No,
literally
you were
going up and down.
sitting
It was
ducks.
crazy. Yeah.
But I had a friend once get mugged and was rummaging through his cubby holes and things, taking stuff.
Wow.
And apparently he heard him say, "Get better shit,"
That's
because he was obviously disappointed.
Joe Big Mighty. But no, I love it. And to be honest, it's like I love this winter, this sort of not hot, but this sunny winter vibe.
Dry as
No,
well.
listen, you get in the sun. Let me tell you,
No, and
it's not like Cape Town.
no,
It's dry as well. Yeah.
Everybody seems to have just developed this resilience against the potholes and the fact that streetlights don't work and the fact that our water went off for 4 days in the house that we're
No,
in.
water's the big
Welcome
crisis.
to Joburg, baby.
Yeah.
But let me tell
Yeah.
you, Helen's going to fix it.
Yeah.
I have some faith. Well, listen, no one else has managed,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I put my faith in her.
Good luck
personally.
to her.
But yeah, Shawnee, we
Yeah.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It's been
Thank you,
fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for popping in.
Yeah.
I hope the show gets off to a great start.
Yeah.
For Amy.
For Amy, yeah.
Amy's-
Yeah, it opens 6th of August, a good house. Go check it out at the Market Theatre.
Amazing.
It's running all the way through August. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back. I miss coming to the city and I would like to come back more often.
Well,
Yay.
whenever you come back, please come and visit our video store.
I will. Yeah,
It'd be lovely to have you on as many times as we can get.
What's the fining system if I just take Independence Day and keep it for 3 months while I'm back in Cape Town?
It's yours.
Oh.
It's yours.
Do you know what I actually did? We spent New Year in the Karoo. Sorry, I know.
No.
I know it's closing time, and we found this old Karoo bookstore in Barrydale, and it sounds quite similar to this collector's treasury we're talking about,
Oh,
because
cool,
it's
cool.
just somebody's turned an old Karoo farmhouse into a treasury of old dusty books, but they have a whole room full of VHS tapes.
Amazing.
And so for 10 Rand each, and so I just splurged and bought a box of videotapes back, which
So
now
cool.
line the wall of my office. And
do
it's
you
all
have,
these.
do you have a player?
No, I suspect that they're probably so gummied up they won't play, but that's the next thing to do is to find a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
There you
Magic.
go. Cool.
Thank you,
Okay,
Sean.
thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Cool.
thank
We'll
you.
see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy.